We're live. All right, where's my cam? There it is. Oh, look who's here. Ed, BC Rich, Ben. How's my voice doing? How's the sound? Christian. Pete Brown. Chris Bevan. Vincent. Morrow. RJ. Mad the One. Hey, what's up, Krell Bar? It's alive. What's up, Charlie in Jersey? Hey, what's up, Buzz? Greetings. What's up, Robert? What's up, Larry? BC Rich says the levels are fine. Good. What's up, Matthew? Brian? Electro Omega. 3-card Monty, Mr. Unreal. All the regs are here. What's up, Nick? Dan of NJ. Sounds great. Yeah, the voice and everything is good. I recorded a video today. People said in the last video the gate was too strong, but I just felt like with the air conditioning on, the background hiss would be too much. Today I shot a video with no gate. So you'll find out this week whether no gate is worth it. You know, listening back, I'm not hearing a lot and the hiss in the background, but, you know, my hearing is, you know, I don't hear a lot of high frequency hiss. You know, I've got natural roll-off that comes with age, especially in one of my ears. I forget, I think it might be my right ear. Or it could be, I forget, yeah, I think it's my right ear. What's up, funny-ass guitar guy? That's quite of that's quite a name to live up to. What's up, James Gum? Oh, thanks, man. Much appreciated. What's up, Ron? Sokolowski. You know, that's not a common name, and I went to school, but he wasn't there very long with it was Okanowski, which again is not a super common name. So when you hear it, you're like, wait, what? Yeah, hola. What's up, 6-string Brian? Finger Lakes, New York. Oh, it's funny when I do my hearing test, right, at my annual physical. He's quite thorough. When I do my thing, they give me a eye exam, a hearing exam, and you know, I think it's my left ear I'm okay, you know, and I'm like, okay, and I get all the way through it, but I think it's my right ear. Once I get to like the second to last one, she's got to hit it up a notch. She gets to the last one, I'm like, more. She's like, okay, turning it all the way. I go, oh, now I can hear it, right? Because I can't hear the frequency. You have to raise the amplitude. Then you can start to hear it. Oh, did you guys hear the news? Hell froze over. Yeah. No, seriously. Because, and I'm not even kidding, Guitar Rig 6 is coming out. I mean, does anyone even care anymore? I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be some major new killer upgrade, but I don't know. 10 years in the making. It is their Chinese democracy. And we all know how that turned out. All right, so Ricky Compton, if that is your real name, he asks, what's the skinny on the Ibanez, brother? All right. Well, last we left, yeah. I wasn't happy with the Ibanez. I was gonna return it. Diminished, just do diminished. So I wasn't happy with the guitar. I think everyone was pretty, I think it was pretty evident. I was just sort of meh, little meh about the guitar. So I returned it, and so I went back to the closest store to me, which is Natick. And Natick is a weird store. It's down behind it's in like a big strip mall with all large stores. Harbor Freight. There's a Total Wine, which is it's like a lush heaven. It is just every beer, rare beers from Germany that I can't get anywhere else. Total Wine will have. There's like a gym. There's a bunch of crap in there. Burlington Coat Factory, right? They're all big stores. And Guitar Center. And Guitar Center has got a pretty big store, but to get to it, you've got to walk down this big-ass hallway in between these other anchor stores. And they're in the back, but they don't want you to go through the back. They want you to go through the front. So you've got to go through, and it's enormous because, God forbid, there's a fire. They need enough bandwidth to get everybody out of there at the same time. So it's enormous, right? This huge hall to get in and get out. And so I wrap the guitar up, I take it back, and right, exactly, it's in the heart of Route 9. Exactly. And so I was like, all right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it back. I wrap it up, throw it in the car, drive it out there. And as I'm walking in, all of a sudden the dude goes, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, where the hell is that coming from? But in between the two doors, there was a dude sitting there at like a desk, and he was kind of in relative darkness, right? Because the store's lit up behind him, and there's no real light there. I was like, dude, hey. So I walked up, a super nice guy. I showed him what was up. I said, hey, this is this, and this is, why it's not working out for me. And I sort of went over everything with the guitar, and I explained to him, why I was returning it. And he was way cool. He recognized me. He's like, oh, yeah, no problem, man. And he goes, just go in and see, the guy at the counter when you first walk in. I was like, done. Because I don't know that they're letting people try stuff out. I could have sworn I heard as I was leaving, someone showed up. He's like, I can't let you try out a guitar. Something like that. I don't know what's going on, but maybe I don't know what's going on with them. But anyway, I go up to the counter, which is kind of plexiglassed in, and I show it to the guy, and I sort of went over it, and we were chuckling, and, showed him everything. He's like, yeah, cool, no problem. And out of the blue, he called out to the guy out front and was like, hey, come here, I need you to do the shipping. And I didn't even ask for the shipping back, but they refunded it because I think when I told them what it was and they looked at the listing, they were like, yeah, that's... And as soon as they looked at it, they were like, yeah, no, you're right, no problem, So I returned it. They gave me 100% of my money back, and and I drove home. It didn't show up that day. It showed back up the next day. You're right. It probably goes through a process overnight. And it is literally the identical ad, right? They changed nothing. All they do is repost it, but now the location is Natick, Mass. Instead of wherever it was before. I think it was, I forget now. North Carolina. So it's up there. I keep checking back. Gone same day. And I was like, I knew it wouldn't last. Yesterday, I got tagged in a guy's Instagram post. He bought the guitar. And well, let me read you the post here. Yeah. I don't know if he wants me to give his name. His name is Joe. I don't know if he wants to give out his full name, but his name's Joe, and his full name is here. I don't want to give it out. But he mentioned me in a post, and he said, newest addition to the family arrived this week. An RG560 parts caster, owned, very briefly, by the great SFB guitar. Yeah, the great SFB. That's what he wrote. Those aren't my words. Those are his words. All right. Really nice 1987 Wizard neck at DiMarzio Inc. Pups, OG edge trim, and a second-gen RG560 body in Home Depot Krylon Orange Aisle 14 finish. All joking aside, this beautiful 87 Wizard neck, DiMarzio Pups, and OG edge trim would be reason enough, but the fact that it made its way through Stevie's world for a little while is what makes it truly special to me. I have a lot of love and respect for the dude. Great playing and sounding guitar that's traveled a long journey with a cool story. Needed a few tweaks with the setup, and I am wiring the humbucker back to series ASAP. The end, and he has a picture here. Let's go to, can we go to pick cam? Yeah, and there he is. There his new used RG560 for all to see in all its glory. And there you go. Hold on, I'm getting texts in the back. So that's what happened to it. A guy named Joe from Long Island bought it. And he appears to like it a lot. And I wish him the best of luck with it. It was a good price. It's not a bad guitar. I wanted the guitar for the finish to show everyone, check out this super rare finish. When it wasn't that, it was like, wah, wah. Check out my RG560 parts caster with spray paint. You know, it's just, you know how that goes. That volt has just gone up in value, right? Oh my God, that's a great idea, Matt. Waiting for the great SFB, not my words t-shirt at the merch store. Dude, that is a great idea. Not my words, dude. That's what the people are saying. What's up, Steve Franklin? From one hot shot to another, can I buy that Vola off you? No, not off me, but you can buy it off Vola at some point. Because I don't think I'm keeping this one. Maybe I am. Are you still in the market for a PRS? What model? You know what? I saw there's a couple of PRSs that showed up recently that were very, very interesting. There were two CEs in Tempest Green. A little odd that they both showed up very quickly. They were at like low 13s. That's really low. And it was the brand new models, like the 2018 or 2019 model. Might have been 2019. So that's a really good price for that. There was another CE in just amber, like a brown. It wasn't clear. It wasn't natural, right? It was like an amber tint to it, and that was $12.19. Again, that's really cheap for a 2019, 2018 CE. But then, they all sold. They go quick at that price, right? You got to move on them if you want it. You got to move it. You got to pounce. But then like a PRS with like a 10 top showed up for $15.99. That was really nice. Really nice. It looks a little dirty. Looks like it could use a good cleaning, but I have a feeling that that guitar would be quite the guitar. It was a stunning top on it. And it had wooden knobs, which I believe means it had some artist treatment. Or the guy might have just done that afterwards. I thought if it was artist, they inlaid the name. That was like an inlay, along with gold hardware. But it's not always gold hardware. But the inlaid name sort of says it. But I couldn't figure out. There was really nothing there that really said absolutely artist other than the wooden knobs. Everything else was sort of, it could be just a 10 top, So. Don't buy it for the color. That's the only reason I buy guitars. Listen, all guitars are the same. Don't let anyone try to tell you any different. They're all identical. All the rest is just marketing. I'm ordering an HP 42 Signature soon. Nice. Trollo, yeah, I think Ben he's on top of it. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the mods. Down payment. Oh, thanks, Gem777. I had a Gem777. No. Yeah. 777. 777. The Loch Ness green one. God. I would win the internet if I still had that. What was I thinking? RG stands for Robin Goulet. Did I ever meet Paul Reed Smith? I did. I did an interview with him a couple years ago. But, it wasn't particularly good audio and lighting, and I didn't think the interview went great, as often goes with Paul. And, it was the middle of the day in a chaotic room, and for him to break away from what he was doing to talk with me, I don't think it was tough for him to switch gears, I think, so. But no, we hung out. And when he is a lot nicer and just a much, much nicer guy is at the Dallas Guitar Show. He is so approachable and so friendly at the Dallas show because he's, the NAMM show, he's a little wound up. And for obvious reasons, it's a lot. The NAMM show, it's this big thing, I get it, but every time I've met him at the Dallas show, he's been just nice as pie, like the nicest guy on the planet. So I guess it's the NAMM show. It's the NAMM show there, hot shot. See, this really is my... Okay, good to know. Hey, what's up, Electric Gypsy Blues? Oh, we got all the regulars here tonight. So yeah, I can tell you, there was a couple other guitars I was looking at this week that, you know, I regret one. I regret not pulling the trigger on it. It was a Fender Telecaster, channel bound though. They made a production line channel bound Tele and channel bound Strat. Each one was made in a common color and a rare color. And I think the common color for the Tele might have been Sonic Blue, and the rare color was Dakota Red. And I think on the Strat, I forget what it was. I think it might have been a Dakota Red Strat too, like, you know, and then I wonder if that was also Sonic Blue. But it seemed like the Sonic Blue was the more available one, more prevalent one. I don't know. It was the Dakota Red one, though, and it was dead mint. And that was 1 year. 1 year they did channel-bound production, 2014. And there it was with the case, $9.99, which, you know, even for just an American Standard is a pretty good price, you know, let alone a channel-bound, let alone in Dakota Red. And I was like, but I want this other guitar. I'm thinking about buying, maybe. You know how that goes. The hardest part is making the choice at the very end. You're looking at 3 or 4 guitars. It's like, where am I going to lay my money? You can't afford all of them, though I really wish I could. Are you enjoying the G-Sharp guitar? Yeah, that guitar is really cool, huh? I really dug that guitar, man. So heavy, so different, you know. Nice Swan by Kramer to review. I know the guys from Kramer, but I don't know if they have. Are they still doing the Night Swan? Yeah, I guess it is. I think it is still part of the catalog. This feels a little scratchy. I don't know. I think that knob. Hold on. Gotta get this screwdriver. I'm going to just raise that a hair. Oh, much better. Knob was too low. Your knob's too low there, kid. Is that a Gibson to my hard left? No, that's an Epiphone. Get a video coming out on that real soon. What's up, Sean? Listening to a 73 Gibson SG plugged in a Bias FX. Nice. Oh, thanks, Jeffy. Oh, thank you, man. Much appreciated. What's up, Pickle Pencil? From Ireland? They added channel bound to the Fender Mod Shop? I don't think so. You can get Rosewood. But for 1 year in 2014, they did a limited run of channel bound Strats and Teles. In addition to, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right there. The channel bound select Strat, you know, and but these weren't select. They weren't select. They were just regular production models, you know, an American Standard, but channel bound. But you didn't get like the figured neck, right, and all the craziness, right? But let me tell you, it looked real good. Not gonna lie, I was smitten. I was like, look at you. Such a good looking guitar. The thing is that I'm not a huge Tele guy. I am so much more a Strat guy. I love the blade. I just really am so much more a Strat guy than a Tele guy. But I tell you, that Tele, it could turn me. How you feeling about Cam Newton? I think he's looked good. I mean, we had that loss last week, but I think Belichick should have called the timeout when we had 29 seconds to go. and not had it run down to a spiked ball with like 9 seconds to go. That felt like clock mismanagement, which is rare for them. I think if he had 2 or 3 plays, we might have pulled off a victory. We were right there. Came down to the last play of the game. I mean, it's about as close a victory as, as a defeat you can get, and a victory for the other side. And you know what? I think he's looked good. I think as long as he can stay healthy, take it 1 week at a time. Nick says you can buy the channel-bound neck separately. Oh, could you really? They offer that up as just a separate thing. You can just buy a channel-bound neck. But is it on the Mod Shop, too? I know you can get rosewood on the Mod Shop, but I didn't think channel-bound was an option. And I think they might even be doing roasted on the Mod Shop. What's up, Joe? Steve, did you try your new GoPro? I did. Is it right here? Where? Yeah. Hold on. Oh. There she blows. Number nine. And I was trying it out today to see if there was some way I could integrate it when I was recording. But you know what? It's just too wide of a shot. This is much more suited for. You see, it has the front-facing cam, and the rear cam. How's that? It's like some Inception level shit right there. Right? You'll look at me through the other lens. All right, let me turn this off. Yeah, I just got some extra batteries for it and an extra charger. Truth be told, when I use it in production now, I take the battery out and I plug the USB in. If you leave the battery in and you start the cam, it'll turn off charging and it will go to battery power. That will limit how long you can go, as long as the battery's on. If you just take the battery out and plug the USB in, it runs indefinitely. So that's what I do. When you press play, it keeps warning, no battery. It's like, yeah, no kidding. I have it plugged in through USB, and it just runs. And I can put it on my little slider, and I can slide it back and forth nice and close, and I don't have to worry about the battery. I don't have to even think about it. It just works until I'm done. I really like that a lot more. What's up, Pete? What's up, Showman Blues? It is on the Mod Shop, and you can order it separate? What? Oh my God. Oh man. Would you take 4 $800 guitars? Well, $800 can get you a pretty good guitar. I'm leaning towards 4 $800 guitars or one $3,200 guitar. Because it's such a diminishing return. Compare that to like one $500 guitar or 4 $125 guitars. I'll take the one $500. Right? Because there, every dollar increases the quality. But that's going to level off, and then your increase is going to get, barely measurable. It would help if you played it in time. Channel-bound necks aren't cheap, though. Yeah, you would think it would be very expensive. Hey, what's up, Great Vanzini? Good to see you, man. Schecter I'm looking at is $12.99. Yeah. Yeah, you can check it out earlier. The 560 went to a good home apparently. I returned it and someone else bought it and they showed me pics and it's gone to a good home. Somebody that I'm just going to say has wonderful taste and knows great talent when he sees it. That's all I'm saying. Those are his words. Those are his words, not mine. Oh. What happened to your $300 limit? I still try to go for that. I mean, it was never a limit. It was more of a target. I always targeted that. Sometimes you miss it. Sometimes you hit it. You know. Yeah. I can't get my Katana amp to do the 4-channel amp thing. 4-channel thing. I don't know. I don't know the 4-channel thing. I got, what, like the knob won't work? Like when you change the knob, it won't change to the 4 different channels? Like the G-sharp guitar, things like a nice guitar. It was surprisingly heavy and well made, you know, for a little mini guitar. You know what, Andrew? I tried little guitars in the G-sharp. You know why it doesn't work? It needs a bridge pickup. It doesn't sound, the brightness isn't right because it's always a neck pickup. And why I didn't play it in the demo. Yeah. So you got to remember that guitar has a bridge pickup, has dual pickups. In a very real way, the G-sharp only has a neck pickup. Hold on, it's going a little fast here. Trying to catch up. Thunderstruck again? I have to think about that. All right. COVID. After COVID is over, we need to get together for the SFB annual picnic. Absolutely. At Hooters. Something like that. Steve, do you mostly play through headphones? Mostly, yeah. It's definitely more than 50% of the time. I will plug into my little Hughes and Kettner there, and I will especially plug into my little katana over at the desk, though not lately because it scares the cats, you know. But I will play my katana up in the attic. I love that up there. I love my little katana up there, especially when something's rendering and I have to sit there and wait for it to render and I just want to kill a little time. I can sit there and play through and it doesn't affect, you know, the render. It's like two completely different things. I'm not using my computer to do anything other than render the video. Hey, what's up, Metalhead Hippie? What's your favorite guitar? I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite. You know, it's like saying, what's your favorite food? You know, it's like, I guess it depends on my mood. I'll tell you, I was playing that Epiphone earlier, and I was friggin' loving that. And I'm usually not a single cut guy. I mean, most of my guitars are double cut like this, like my Strats, like my Ibanez's. You know, there's countless guitars that I have that are, you know, of the double cut persuasion. But, you know, there's something to be said for good single cut, especially something as meaty as that thing, you know? I'm seeing a lot of side conversations, so you don't want to jump in and go, "What are you talking about? What?" And they're like, "I was talking to Terry." What? PC shutting down for no reason. Yeah, I hate that. My God, that new NVIDIA launch has been a friggin' nightmare. They got cards that have been giving all kinds of errors, and it looks like it's an EMF problem that if you get one of the cards where they don't use all the top quality chips, you have to use top quality like in a couple of spots. If they don't, they use the cheaper ones. It gives off enough of an electromagnetic field that it messes with the processor, and it's been, you know, wonking out on people. Oh my God, they got to be freaking out. Such an expensive card. Got to be careful with Skinner, though. You know, like, there's a few bands out there that... Oh, thanks, Pete. Steve, you can keep only one. Your Carvin or your Kramer. Well, considering I already sold the Carvin, I'm going Kramer. Yeah, I got rid of the Carvin last year. I think it was in the end of the year montage. That's French, I think. More AC/DC. Alright, hold on here. There we go. Yeah, you got to be careful with AC/DC. You know, the one they always get me on is Ride On. Cannot play that. I play Ride On, and they always sweep in and take that. There's another one that's pretty consistent, too. Ride On, and there's another one. It might be Thunderstruck, but I don't think so. They're a little more relaxed with some of the titles. It's kind of weird how that works. Bee Gees. No. It's all about the rhythm on that one. You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Weekend road and women warm. Camp and I'm in. I said, now alright. You can say, you can live another day. It's almost like a country song. You can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Oh, Night Stalker's so friggin' great. What is it? Pushing it out of tune. I probably just got demonetized. Oh, AC/DC. You got rid of your old Gibsons already? No, I got all of them except for two. I gave one to Bobby, the Amber Standard, because he always wanted it, and it was literally in the way. I said, just take it. He put a third pickup in it. He put a middle pickup in it, a la, like Ace Frehley triple pickup. And I gave the Supreme to my brother-in-law because he plays guitar, but he doesn't really play guitar. You know what I'm saying? He jams with a band, but he's not looking to really spend any money. I was like, I got just the guitar for you, buddy. Hold on. You can just take it. And he was like, sweet. He was like, oh my God, I can't. Calm down. And now for the sad story. That is not a guy. He's like, oh, right. That's about as Gibson as your watch is Rolex. So, That's so hard. Yeah. It's like I want to hammer it, but then it's not right. You got to pick it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Steve, you looking for a vintage or modern Kramer model? I tell you what I'd like to get. I'd like to get the companion piece to my SM1. So I have the Stagemaster 1, which is the new modern version of the Stagemaster. I'd like to get that with the Duncan pickups, because I have the one with the EMGs and just have the companion. I'd have the white, then I'd get the orange. You'd have the creamsicle. I mean, oh, thanks, Metalhead Hippie. Thanks, man. That's about what they take. That's about what I earn. A guitar that you would hate and never buy. I'm gonna say pretty much anything Offset. I almost wanted to get it. I swear to God, for a long time, I just wanted to get an Offset guitar and just totally troll the people that normally buy Offset guitars. I would play it with this kind of thing. I'd be like, oh, this is a guitar for like tapping. You know, I'd be like, this is the perfect guitar for like, all your Def Leppard riffs. You know, I would play nothing but metal and tapping and Van Halen. And then I'd say, and then the other thing you could play on it would be like straight up pure jazz, right? Because it is the Jazzmaster. So, you know, you can play jazz on it, or you could play metal on it, shred metal, 80s shred metal. And just do that all on like a friggin' Offset Jazzmaster. And just say, like, that's really what these guitars are made for. The last thing you want to do is, you know, some 2-chord song that never changes. Get a Reverend? Yeah, you know what? I know the guys at the wife of the guy who owns Reverend, Penny. I've talked to her for many years, and she was going to send me a guitar, but then I got busy, and I was like, don't send me the guitar. She wanted to send me the guitar. I said, hold up, because I'm in the middle of like a bunch of stuff, and I don't want the guitar just sitting here, you know, which has happened. So, you know what? But my production is sort of ramped up, so I could reach out to her again and say, listen, there's no NAMM. You want to send over a few guitars, and I'll check them out and send them back, you know? If I reach out to them, I'm never like looking for money or free guitars. If they reach out to me, maybe a little bit from column A and maybe a little bit from column B. Hey, what's up, Max? Yeah, the Greg Koch model. That's the one I wanted. I like that guitar. It's a little oversized, right? Because he's a big guy. It's actually it's like an 8/7, right? Instead of a 7/8. I love that. And, you know, they get them in with no pickups, and they put in the Fishman, in the United States. In I want to say Nashville. Right? I think they're out of Nashville, or is it Texas? I think it's Nashville. Or are they out of Michigan? Now I don't even know anymore. What's up, Zeus? Flip side's a Reverend Dealer too? Yeah. Yeah, the Gristle Caster. If I got that, I always wanted to write a song, the ode to Greg Koch, right? Ode to the Cockster, right? Gregory Cockery. Gregory Cockery. He's fucking 10 feet tall. Right? I mean, just an epic. Gregory Cockery. He's 10 feet tall and he works at the mall. Steve, ever thought of having Joe Hart or John Way on again? Sure, but you know we're kind of in the pandemic. I don't want any of those guys over here. I don't want anybody over here until 2023, 2024. We got time. Until then, you keep your distance. Get it in Blucifer, right? Crystal Masters just oversized telly. Get a double agent OG. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. But the Greg song. But then you can't do the Greg Koch song. What's up, Bubba? How many guitars do I have? Well, I sold a bunch. I sold 12 guitars last year. I don't know, 20, 25, 30. Do you include guitars that like I think last week I showed my first guitar, which has 3 strings on it from 1973, and the second guitar with a pickup falling out of it. And do you count those two? You know what I'm saying? It's like I got a lot of it's a graveyard of guitars around here. Still have any of the Kramers? I have the 83 Kramer Pacer Imperial. I have the Kramer 2012, actually I think it's a 2011, Pacer Classic signed by Steel Panther. I have the SM1 in white, I think it's ivory actually, the EMGs. And of course, the Farrington. Other than that, no Kramers. Exactly. 42 Care Street 5 will welcome the return of Americans. Exactly. No, the Germans got it right. We're out of control. We don't, we're in a state of denial over here. Where do you sell your guitars? Usually on either Craigslist or Reverb. It depends. Sometimes I can put it on Craigslist and sell it very quickly. You sort of know the ones that will. Reverb are the ones that are harder to sell, and you need a wider net. You got to deal with more nonsense like backing it up and shipping it. Do I count the uke? Absolutely. The double-headed Hydra uke. You still own your Ibanez 540R? No. One went to Bobby. Bobby bought the blue. Krell Bar bought the red. Oh. Yeah. Any love for the Harley Big Top yet? Will you review it soon? I mean the Big Tone, that one there. I will. That's a hard guitar to review because it's so loud. And like every time you play it, it comes through the mic so hard. That's always been, the first time I tried to record it, I just got so discouraged by just how loud it's like trying to do an acoustic. So I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'll have to turn the mic off and do just separate recordings, and I don't know. It's generally not the way I operate. I generally just do one sitting and I go through it with multiple angles. I have a 2007 LP Plus Top. LP for $1,400. Minor headstock repair that normally would have cost $2,200. Yeah. Please tell me that someone makes a double neck uke. Yeah. No, I have a double neck uke. I think it's a 6-string and a 12-string, right? It's called the Hydra by Ortega. The Ortega Hydra. Yeah, twice the tropical vibe, exactly. What about the 82 red and gold Strat? Still got it. I think I'm a little loud here. Hold on. Let's tune her up. Yeah, just a little on the flat side. There we go. Welcome to the tuning channel. All tuning. All the time. Up next, we go through a drop D tuning together. That's a bit much. Here we go. All right. There we go. Do. I'm just using the D delay, the straight up D delay. You know what would be nice is if when I went over the effects, it told me what the parameters were, but they don't. They just show it. Will this no, wow. No. That's the wrong one. Do that? Nope, that won't do it either. I'm trying to show you my screen, but well, that do it? Nope. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's locked on to that. It's locked on to that window. I have this other window in front of it, but it won't show it. Anyway. Someone's asking to see the close-up. There she blows. Do. All right. See you, Christian. Thanks for hanging out. What's a small orange jam? This was, I did that thing with 2 years ago. I think it might have been 3 years ago now. At 2 years ago. Yeah, 2018. At THU, Tolman Gearhead University, at Tolman. I did a thing with Orange, and we did a void your warranty, and I dumped beer on that. And I was going to give it away, but you know what? I'd rather just, I like it right here. Gives Orange a little plug too, right? You happen to know anything about the older Zoom GFX4? I don't. I can tell you, Zoom just came out with, I think, is it the GFX 11? I want it. Or the 7? I think it's the 11. It's big. It looks carbon fiber, but it probably isn't. I want it. Yeah, same here, Susie. Digital delay is pretty much a mainstay for me. I kind of miss delay when it's not on. I do like it. A little delay, a little reverb. Yeah, that's the one I poured the beer into. Yeah, and it died. It like went blah, and like conked out. But we just let it sit out and dry in the sun, and it fired back up again. You know? Yeah, no, it does. It's got a pick guard. People are like, what? It's got a pick guard? Because if you see it like that, you're like, why do they have those screws in the middle? Then you're like, oh, damn. Snappy, snap, snaps. Snappies. That's an ash top with a, that's mahogany there, kid. With a, trying to get it in the light. Beautiful cut of mahogany. Gorgeous there, Archon. And a, roasted maple neck. Wouldn't it be cool to do a broadcast in the future with a Zoom that includes every user online? Careful what you wish for, right? Would it be cool, though? Would it? Yeah, exactly. Why do you say roasted like the Lucky Charms, dude? And roasted neck for extra flavor. Exactly. Roasted. The Rebels. Oh, God, that's so good. A Super Broom podcast is coming, guaranteed 3 to 5 years, yeah. What guitar you own is your favorite and why? Oh, you know, again, everyone wants a favorite, but it's hard to say because give me a guitar and eventually I'll be sick of it and I'll want to switch up to a different guitar, you know. It's like you can't eat the same food every night, right? You get palate fatigue. I think you get the same thing with a guitar. You get a little palate fatigue. It's like I love this sound here, but I still like, you know. I love that. You know, the single coil. Yeah, Lucky Charms theme guitar. I'm all for it. General Mills, not so much. I have a feeling they own a trademark on that one. Yeah, exactly. Purple hearts and roasted fretboards. Yeah, the old take a stroller with the Vola. I hadn't played this one in a while. I was like, what the hell's in this bag? Oh, right, the Vola. That's how you know you have too many guitars. You're like, oh my God, that's right. I totally forgot about you. What's up, Mitch? What's up, Papa Blue? I know, can it be autumn already? It's so we have the air conditioner on. It was like 80 degrees and the dew point has crept up. It's muggy out there. Wicked muggy. Watch out. Do another Craig Cock impersonation. No way. I only do it once. Gregory Cocker. Gotta love it. What? You gotta pull out that every once in a while. In the indubitable land of great riffatasticy, right? I can't even do it. I can't do what he does. Right? He's much quicker than that. I'm like, with this is. I used to think SGs were huge guitars, and you find out Angus is like 3 feet tall. Yeah, pretty much. Some Dawkins. I'm trying to think. I forget it. I used to know a bunch of, I feel like that's a Dawkins song. I think. That could be any number of 80s songs. Know any Great White? Yeah, but I can't play Great White anymore. After the station fire. I can't do it. That event ruined that band for me. And pretty much for anyone in this area. Yeah, and there's a. Wasn't that it? Hey, what's up in the blues? And scene. Oh, coffee time. Coffee time. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 coffee time. This coffee is lasting a while. It's like my third or fourth cup today. Oh, thanks, In the Blues. Let me guess, you've been up 10 minutes. Whatever happened to the RG? You know, Paul, that guitar deserved to live in a farm. Okay, it's tough to have a guitar like that around here on, you know, such a small plot of land. Now he gets to go up and run around on the farm upstate, and whatever your dad says, we didn't put him to sleep. Okay, that's all I'm saying. He lives on a farm now. Yeah, he went to go live on Cat Island. Something like that. The action is almost a little too low. Feels out. You're never too late, Tactical 6-string. Good to see you there, buddy. And Cushman, NYC. I'm playing through my normal rig. This is, what the hell is the name of this? Dual heavy rig. Patch number 13. And then the alternative is number 50. Dual heavy rig 80s. Which is, and if that's a little too much separation, I'll use the chorus. It's not. It still separates, but not quite as bad as. It's subtle, but there is a difference. But I really like the original, which is this one. If you have THU, I think even TH3, you might be able to import that bank. It's down in the description. It's in every description. Dual heavy rig 80s is what I use for leads. It's a thicker tone. I think I did it because I was playing along to a backing track, and the backing track was only just drums and bass, and I was the only guitar track. And I just felt like when it was just on this, it was always a little not quite enough, and I would add that chorus and that meteor distortion to thicken it up and make it more like Iommi's sound, you know, very heavy and thick, to really lay it on like a blanket. Oh, gotta straighten my leg out here. The one thing I need around here is just more leg room. It's like that's good. Stretch me legs out. That feels better. Yeah, I'm playing through a pod, right? Playing through a pod bean. Actually, I've heard some recordings with the pod bean. It sounded pretty damn good. Do you play any Marshall amps? I've played many Marshall amps, but I've never owned one. That's the one brand. I've had so many Fenders. You know why? Because we weren't a Marshall dealer. That's why I've never really owned a ton of PVs before, recently, because we weren't a PV dealer. We were a Fender dealer. And crate. I had a bunch of Fenders and crates. Fenders, man. I was always buying up the Fenders. I had Princeton Chorus. I had a Twin Reverb. I had Superverbs. Oh, thanks, David. Much appreciated, man. But yeah, I never owned a Marshall. And then when I got older and I had the software, I was like, what's the point? So, what advice can you give me as a YouTube creator? Just create and throw it up there. You'll get better at it. You just got to practice. You always look back at your early, videos and cringe more. You listen to the audio and you're like, oh my god, listen to that, the background hiss. It's like it gets really, you really notice your older videos are just worse everything quality. So, and reduce the amount of microphones as much as possible. Like when you go to mic and amp, you're going to have to use like a side chain compressor to kill your mic, or just have to record them at separate times, which is what, quite frankly, a lot of other YouTubers do. They kill the mic and they have like recording guitar time, and then they have a separate time when they're recording voice time, and they never really interweave. I was way too lazy for that. I'm here now. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, the Crate GX20M, yeah. Oh my god, they had a what did they have? It was like I want to say it was like an 80 watt, right? It was like a something 80. It was just strong. It was a heavy amp. I remember a few of those. I agree with In the Blues. Do not use a potato phone. People will tolerate crappy video. They won't tolerate crappy sound. You'd be much better to work on sound than, get your sound in order. Because if people, they can't sit through it. No matter how good the video looks, if it sounds like crap, people don't want to listen to it. No matter how crappy the video looks, as long as the sound is good, they'll tolerate it. So you want to put an emphasis on good audio. Steve, do you remember the Alesis Quad Reverb GT? Yeah, I'm trying to think if I owned that. I owned an Alesis product. Might have even had a little digital distortion in it, which was pretty bad, but it was like an Alesis. Might have been a Quad Reverb. It might have been part of their Verb collection. I don't know. It wasn't cheap, though. It cost me like 500 and something bucks, back in the late 80s. It's probably the equivalent of like over $1,000 today, like 1,500. It was weeks of paying that off, Yeah. Yeah, I did have that. Oh, thanks, Nelson. Give us a face melter? All right. Check, check. It'll be interesting to see if I come back. Though I've had a no audio. Check, check. It says I have an excellent connection. But I don't know. Am I back? Oh, okay. My whole system rebooted. My whole system just, I went to hit something and it said, we're sorry. I literally had the blue screen of death. I was like, let me just hit the ball. Whoa. Well then. Let me see if I can get the guitar going again. We've had a massive drop-off in people, though. Come back! Check, check. 1, 2, electric. Windows 95, please. I'm Windows 98, brah. Actually, this system is from 2012. I literally thought about buying a replacement system for it recently, but I was like, that is guitar money, though, and it is working. And the crazy thing is that Intel, until recently, haven't really had a huge boost. Like from this system in 2012 to my other system in 2016, the difference in speed is 8%. That's like ridiculous. Oh, they're coming back. Windows 98 SC? Oh, no one's got that kind of money. Yeah, Windows ME. God, that was horrible. That was worse than Vista. I know people complained about Vista, but you got to remember, when Vista came out, it had a whole new thing, and they mistakenly approved a certain card for it, a video card. I had a much better video card, and I never had a problem. Oh, thanks, Red Rover. Back. Oh, right, the face melter. Face melter. It was a computer melter. All right, almost on. Let's see if I can do this. Ah. Ah. Yeah, the Intel changes for power consumption. Well, they used to be tick-tock, but then they were like tick-tock-tack or something. Now they do 3 iterations per set, and so it slowed down. You know what finally got their ass in gear is AMD. You know, AMD, with the bulldozer they laughed at, that architecture was a joke. But their new architecture, you know, is pretty good. And pretty competitive. And they're feeling the heat, I think, from AMD. What's this guitar? This is a Vola. Good old Vola. I forget if this is this isn't the Oz. I forget now. Is this the Vasti? The Oz? It's one of them. It's something. Yeah, the Ryzen. I forget the architecture name though. It's God, I can't think of the name. It's not Bulldog. I forget. It's Zen, right? And Zen 2, Zen Plus. So they'll. I think they're going to come out with Zen 2 soon enough. Yeah, there was Zen and then Zen Plus. Didn't you get two of them? No, the Volas. The only Vola I generally keep here is my Vola Custom, which is the red one with the flame. You know, Flamey McFlame, all the flames. That one. This one, and I've had a few here. I had, I had the Aries here. I had, definitely had a Vasti here for a while. I think this is the Oz. And but those go back. The only one that stays here permanently is the USA Custom Shop one. Though I gotta say that quilt one's looking pretty good. Though I love the neck on this. These are so soft. It's like the world's softest neck. Once you go roasted maple, the Harley Benton's the same way. It's incredibly soft. There's just something about the roasting effect that makes the necks very soft to the feel. Yeah. Yeah. You ever play your Hughes and Kettner? I have a Tube Meister, never played anymore. I do, but I don't play it a ton, and I haven't really played it since we got the new Cats because it seems to scare them. But yeah, no, I like the, it's right there, and it's plugged into the cab right below it, and right next to it, right there, is a Black Spirit 200 with the old Spirit generator. I think I'm going to move one of them into this other room over here, make a separate room to, for recording. Thoughts on Palfaro? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not crazy about the lighter brown color, but it's what Stevie Ray Vaughan used. And the SRV signature had Palfaro since the early 90s. He preferred it. So, it's just a matter of, taste, but there's nothing wrong with Palfaro. It's the same as Rosewood for the most part, just a little bit lighter in color. I'm noticing a lot of sellers on eBay, a lot of guitars on eBay would sell zero feedback. Yeah, you worry about that stuff. I hate that. Hey, what's up, Big Dave? I wonder if a Harley Benton roasted neck would be like if they were scalloped. Oh, yeah. Yeah, scalloping is it's just so not for everyone. That's why there's so few scallop guitars out there. And from what I understand, it's a bit of a process to get done. So it would definitely jack up the price. But yeah, scalloping. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's enough of a market for it. Yeah, we don't want to scare the cats. It is a bad thing, actually, because we don't want them to get too skitsy and like hide on us all the time. You got to keep a pretty friendly environment. They've been going great, though. They really have. Jesus. Hey, what's up, Gunky Zip? Uh-oh. We still were? Okay. I was sitting here myself for a second there. I was like, oh no, it's happening again. Okay, thanks, Terry. You record your own music. What do you record with? I record with my Focusrite, and I use Reaper. I used to be on, whatchamacallit there, Sonar, but I begrudgingly went to Reaper because Sonar just couldn't do the stereo effects efficiently. There's always a kind of weirdness with it. And then they went under, and then they got bought up. But by the time I'd already made the switch to Reaper. Reaper's good. It works. October 31st is on a Saturday. Are we getting a spooky episode? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. We should do one. I couldn't get it done last year, but I was traveling so much last year. This year, no travel. But I've got to find some local people to do it with. Who could I, bring Krellbar back in. He can reprise his role as psychomaniac number one. Homicidal maniac number one. And then I don't know if Melissa is still in town. Get Melissa Henderson. Got to find some locals. You like Ableton? Ableton is good to write backing tracks, but Ableton is definitely, I find it not nearly as robust as Reaper for recording audio. Just like how it does like multiple takes of audio in Reaper. And I can just go back and audition them. I'll keep them all and say, yeah, okay, and then go through and listen to them and just step through them and say, well, that one sucks. That's a good one. And write down, okay, we're keeping number 273 and 149. Which one do we go with at the end? 2. gonna hit that. There it is. Who's my favorite guitar manufacturer? I don't know. It's hard to, again, it's hard to choose. It's like, there's some things I like about, it's like, I remember asking one of my professors, so he was this wicked Italian dude, and I knew he lived in the North End. I'm like, so who do you like down there for restaurant? He goes, well, it depends. He's like, for fish, I like this place. For, like, steak, I'll go to this place. For, like, certain pasta dishes, I like this place. Right? So, it just really depends. I tend to be Fender, Ibanez, Kramer, and Vola, I'd say, are my four biggest brands. Just looking around. Yeah, definitely Fender, Ibanez, Kramer, just in sheer numbers. Trying to think of other brands I own. Not really. Hey, what's up, Mitch? What's up, Zach? Like, how do you get to be a luthier on those shops and get to throw 120 hours on a single guitar? I don't know. You spend thousands and thousands of hours prior to that making guitars to prove that you can. I don't know if I'm I think at one point you probably could say I was an Ibanez guy, but I've always had Fender. It's really Fender and Ibanez. It's really been the two. And Kramer. It's really, those are the three brands. Kramer, Ibanez, and Fender. That's like 90% of my purchases. I'm trying to think of other brands. Not really. I've owned two Gibsons in my life. Two. I had two Fenders before I was 15. So, there's that. And an Ibanez before I was 15. What about that old mini Les Paul? Yeah, I know. I got to work on that a little bit, though. The guy who sent me that guitar actually sent me a while ago, like a year ago. He sent me some quality replacement tuners. They look like the same tuners, but they're much nicer made tuners. I'd like to do a little makeover on it. I've just been caught up with so many other projects. The pickup needs a little bit of work too. It's the spring is falling out to one side. I just gotta pull it out, stick a spring under it, and screw it back down. But it's missing its screw and spring on one side. But that's a common thing with humbucking pickups. They work their way out. But yeah, no, I like that guitar. It's mini. It's a little mini. What do you think about ESP? They're pretty good. They make quality stuff, and they can make some really crazy stuff too. Some of the ESP like custom shop stuff is the sickest you'll ever see in your life ever. But I did own like their version of a Strat in the late 80s, and we did not get along. I did not like that guitar. Wound up selling it and doing well on the sale, but yeah. Never wound up ever getting an ESP after that one. Had kind of a chunky neck on it, and I just wasn't all that crazy about the guitar. Well, You're a Hondo guy? They were Japanese made for a while, weren't they? And then eventually went to Korea before they folded. I'm pretty sure it was Hondo that bought Charvel for the last 4 years of the 80s, right? They bought him in 86. That was, I thought Hondo was World Music. Right? Maybe they were Korean made. Yeah, I have one Dan Electro. Yeah, I have one Dan Electro, which I like that guitar a lot. And I have like, I don't know, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ibanez guitars. And just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 7 Strats right now. 8 Strats and a Telly. Thoughts on the vintage brand? You know what? Kind of fun guitars. And they're very inexpensive. Surprisingly nice. I met them because they had their booth across from a friend of mine's booth. And I remember just wandering over there at the Summer NAMM a couple years ago and really digging it. And wound up talking with the guy for a while. And then I made some comments about how JHS, John Hornby Skews, how they had their suit with Gibson and how that all went down. And the guy from the company reached out to me and was like, hey, if you're going to be at Winter NAMM, this was this past Winter NAMM, stop by and say hello. And I did a kind of a booth walkthrough and checked out a bunch of their guitars. And, they're very inexpensive. Their distressed stuff is distressed by machines. So a lot of people are like, oh, it looks fake. But I don't know, give it a few weeks. It'll look real, right? But, their stuff, it's all sort of like, an homage to Gibson and Fender. And, it's fun stuff. I tell you, the ones I really like by vintage were the John Does. Because as crazy as it sounds, just to have that story, I kind of liked it. I think it gave the guitar a lot of character. I kind of dug the whole John Doe thing, right? That whole like line where it's sort of like a Pulp Fiction writer married to a guitar line. I thought it was fun stuff, especially the one that's a semi-hollow and the F-hole is a cactus. I like that. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, I like the vintage stuff. They're very inexpensive. I think their most expensive guitar is like $600 or something like that, or $700. And most of them are under $500. The real PRS is all the other ones is PRS, just trying to adapt to all guitar players. Yeah, 24 fret with the rotary. I don't think they do it anymore. I think they stopped doing the rotary switch. Time to let the family out. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. They got me delayed a little bit tonight. Maybe they need to stay up there a little bit longer. Hello, Dr. Kramer from France. Steve, what amp sim are you using now? It hasn't been 500 times, but it's been about 490. THU, it's what I use all the time, every time, all week. My patch bank is in the description. Remember, it's a bank, not a patch. You got to load it in the banks. Don't load it in the patches. You'll get an error. Can't tell you how many people send me, it doesn't work, you're getting an error. It's like, did you load it in the bank? Oh, sorry, man. No, hold on. Nah, that works, sorry. like Fender, you need a Jackson. Yeah, I have a Charvel, which I like, but I agree. I wouldn't mind getting a Jackson. I do like Jackson stuff. I'll get a nice soloist. I so regret because it was a soloist at a USA. You know, it was like Jackson, you know, USA right on the headstock, and it was a total, and it was in that single, double, and it was in that like dark orange. It's almost like a dark metallic orange, like a burnt orange, and $7.99 on Guitar Center used. Oh my God, I couldn't buy it. It sold. It was already gone. I still got the Panama amp. The only amp I use by Panama is the Marauder. All the other ones are gone. I sold them off, and one broke. The Loco died, and all the other ones I dumped because I never used them, and they were taking up space. So I got rid of all of them except for, you can almost see it under, way down there, the white corner of it. That's the Marauder, which is the big one, the 40 watt, like hand wired tube one. That amp actually sounds pretty good. The rest was just sort of meh. I mean, not terrible, but not great either, I didn't think. All right, dudes, well, we're going to call it a night. And no, you rock. Can you believe we recovered from that? It was a total recovery. How long was I out? About 2 minutes? 3 minutes? I was like, dang. Maybe 5 minutes. All right, dudes. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm going to call it a night. I got a couple of videos coming, at least one video coming out this week, maybe two. We'll see. But there you have it. And I'll see you again in a week. All right, dudes. No, you rock. And I'll see you next week. All right. No, you rock. And have a great one.